God establishes a covenant with Abram. But what lie does Abram tell? Hi and welcome back. My name is Crystal and my channel's name is Unmuted Grace. I'm here to do Bible study with you and get into the Word so you don't feel alone when you're trying to get in for yourself. So you can get excited about learning the Bible as I did when I started watching other people kind of teach me how to do it. So here I am. I'm not a preacher, teacher. I'm just here to do Bible study with you. Today we're going to learn about the covenant God makes with Abram and what lie does Abram tell. But don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment what you thought about this video, and let's get into it. So I have the Bible I'm reading from right here, and then I have my study Bible. And I'm not going to read from my study Bible, but I will reference back to it, and the reason is because it's a Christian Standard Bible, and I've noticed the differences in the words are very big, and I really am not liking that. New International Version is still kind of the same, but it's not as big. But I'm catching the words, and when I look them up, it says the Hebrew word. It can mean either or, but it still kind of throws me off. So, say all that to say, today I'm reading out of the New International Version. All right, so we're going to get 1 through 3, and let's go. The Lord had said to Abram, Abram means exalted father, go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. So let's see how many promises God makes right here. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great. You will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you. And whoever curses you, I will curse. And all the people on earth will be blessed through you. So 7. Gotta use my fingers. So God made seven promises with Abram. And did you catch that again? I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all people on earth will be blessed through you. So can you imagine being Abram past childbearing age and hearing all of this from God? That would be a little wild. So this is some commentary I have from the Enduring app, or you can go online and check it out. It's all free. In you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Not only was Abram promised blessings, but God also promised to make him a blessing, even to the point where all the families of the earth would be blessed in Abram. This amazing promise was fulfilled in the Messiah that came from Abram's lineage. God's blessing to Abram was not only for his sake, but for the sake of the Jewish nation to come. It was for the whole world, for all the families of the earth through Jesus Christ. So we see how that's pointing towards Jesus Christ. So let's get into verse 4. So Abram went as the Lord told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he was set out for Haran. He took his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all his possessions they had accumulated, and the people they had acquired in Haran, and they set out for the land of Canaan, and they arrived there. Did you notice that? Didn't God tell him, go from your country, your people, and your father's household? So we see that Abram was kind of half obedient in that because he took his family. Lot was his nephew. I hope I'm saying that right. I believe Lot was his nephew, yes. And in that case, his promise was a little delayed. He didn't exactly obey God's word. In verse 1 it says, go from your land. The Hebrew word for kindred is molodet and translates to family, lineage, or native people. And it said that God was doing this so only he could step out of the familiar and away from cultural influences into something new. All right. So let's read verse 5 through 6. No, I already read verse 5. Let's read 6. Abram traveled through the land as far as the site of the great tree of Moreh and Shechem. At that time the Canaanites were in the land. The Lord appeared to Abram and said, to your offspring I will give you this land. So he built an altar there to the Lord who happened to appear to him. He took his family and they went to a sinful land. populated by the Canaanites, violent and corrupt, and it's only going to get worse over time. But they did arrive safely, and the oak tree provided plenty of shade for them to camp. So, verse 8 and 9. From there he went on towards the hills east of Bethel and pitched his tent from Bethel on the west and I'm going to say Ai on the east. There he built an altar to the Lord and called the name of the Lord. Then Abram set out and continued toward the journey. Then Abram set out and continued toward the Negev. So Abram built an altar, and that was Abram's time to meet with God and to declare his faith in God. All right. So let's read 10 to 13. Now there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down to Egypt to live there for a while because the famine was severe. As he was about to enter Egypt, he said to his wife Sarai, I know what a beautiful woman you are. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, this is his wife. Then they will kill me, but let you live. Say you are my sister, so that I will be treated well for your sake, and my life will be spared because of you. So that's the half lie he told, because technically she is his sister, but half sister. You can get into all that culture, all how that worked out. But she was his half sister. So he was halfway telling the truth. So what do you think about when someone halfway tells the truth? Do you think it's the truth? Or do you think it's a lie when you're halfway through? I mean, I think it is considered a lie when you only tell part of the truth. It seems like he about lost his faith in God. Temporarily, not for a while, just for a brief moment. So not only was he sinning by lying, he also caused his wife to sin. When you lie, have you brought anybody else into your lie? Do you ever think maybe they're going to be held accountable for that lie too? Do you think he was thinking about Sarai, or do you think he was scared and kind of only thinking about himself? I kind of wonder that. All right, so verse 14 through 16. When Abram came to Egypt, the Egyptians saw that Sarai was a very beautiful woman, and the Pharaoh officials saw her. They praised her to Pharaoh, and she was taken into his palace. He treated Abram well for her sake, and Abram acquired sheep and cattle, male and female donkeys, male and female servants, and camels. So this might have been a dowry for exchange for Sarai. That's why they might have given Abram all that stuff. I got that off the Logos app, but they're not saying it is what it is. They're saying that's what it could be. So that's just kind of where I got that from. It looks like dowry is money that a bride brings to her husband. Oh, I'm sorry. A dowry is property or money that a bride brings to her husband upon marriage. Traditionally, it can include land, jewelry, or financial asset, and it has been practiced in various cultures throughout histories. Dowries are distinct from bride price, which is to be paid by the groom to the bride's family, and dower, which is property given directly to the bride by the groom. In some societies, dowries serve as financial security for the bride or help establish the marital household. But keep in mind, it's not saying it was a dowry. The Logos app commentary is saying that's what it could have been. All right, so verses 17 through 20 already. But the Lord inflicted serious disease on Pharaoh and his household because of Abram's wife Sarai. So Pharaoh summoned Abram. What have you done to me? He said. Why didn't you tell me she was your wife? Why did you say she's my sister so that I look to her to be my wife? Now then, here is your wife. Take her and go. Then Pharaoh gave orders about Abram to his men, and they sent him on his way with his wife and everything he had. So instead of punishing Abram, God punished the Pharaoh. That was because of the covenant God had made with Abram. He also protected Abram from what could have happened. So I just kind of wondered, I don't know, does it seem fair that Pharaoh got punished for something Abram did? I'm not really sure about that. Maybe something to dig deeper into on your own time and see why that was done, and what came out from that. And that's it. We just completed chapter 12, and that chapter actually seemed pretty easy, a lot easy-ish words, a little bit easier to understand. But does this give you a reflection of your own life? Like, have you told we talked about earlier, have you told a half lie? Because a half lie is not the whole truth. And how did that turn out for you? How did it turn out for the other person that you could have brought into your life? So come back into chapter 13 the next time I put up my video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when it comes out. So next time we're going to see where Abram and Lot split land, and kind of why we should use good judgment when picking things. I do apologize for how much longer these videos are taking to get out. I've already had a hectic summer. Both of my girls are working, so I'm running them everywhere. And then my 9-year-old son, we're trying to find stuff for him to do, keep active, keep busy outside. He loves to be outside. I got a nice little tan. But anyway, stay rooted in faith and walking with grace. Bye.